Good morning, Earthlings. Good morning, everyone. Aaron here, aka AJAK Papa. It is January 19th, 2020, and I am back with another vlog to feast your eyes and ears indubitably upon my sweet little creatures of delight and joy. Feel the peace within your soul. I don't know. Let's talk about things, shall we? I am now well over halfway through Le Fanu's book, Uncle Silas, and I just am really having a hard time getting through it, and I think I'm getting weary of the dense language and just that there's really not a whole lot happening, and I'm astounded that this book is considered Victorian horror. I mean, it was written in the 1860s. Okay, so maybe their concept of horror was considerably different than ours, but this is not even like remotely spooky. So, I mean, I don't get it. This morning I woke up in a little bit of pain, but not too bad. My back is just always in the morning. It's really rough on me. I feel like I've been sleeping in some like strange position or something. But it's kind of almost impossible for me to tell how I'm actually going to feel until I get up and start like really moving around quite a bit. And so I'm sure if with me just feeling a little bit waking up this morning, I think it'll loosen up throughout the day. I've been doing the yoga every day, and since I've been doing the yoga every day, I've noticed a massive improvement in my pain levels. So something good is happening there. I do know that I'm getting stronger, and I do know that I'm getting more flexible. So, I mean, at this point, what have I got to lose? Since I've been like really focusing on, being a more positive individual and being more zenful day in and day out and being more grateful and thankful and all of these wonderful things, I have noticed that I'm making more money, and do with that information what you will. I think it's because I've had a more positive outlook on financial things, and I think it's because I've had a more positive outlook and have been more grateful about the delivery job that I do on the side. It's a lot less painful to get through emotionally when I'm grateful for the job, that's for sure. But I think it's also made me a little bit more resolute to stay on for longer, and to not give up certain shifts when I feel like it. And yesterday I did more deliveries in one day than I've ever done before. I did 18 deliveries in one day, which is a record for me. And I made more money yesterday than I've ever made in one day's worth of work. So I choose to believe it's because I'm working hard at my mental state, and I'm working hard at being more zenful and grateful, and I'm focused, and that will do a lot for you, that's for sure. So anyway, I was listening to some of the playback from stuff I've already recorded, and I forgot that I have the heater and the fan and stuff on, and so it's really noisy. So I apologize for that. I'm not going to re-record any of it because I have limited time today, and I really just don't feel like it, and life is too short for me to worry about such trivial things. All right, that's all we need to talk about for catching up on daily life, but let's get into Zen Quote of the Day, shall we? Zen Quote of the Day comes from Robert Pirsig, who wrote a book called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. And I've not read this book yet, but some of my coworkers at the bookstore have mentioned it before, and I'm gonna have to get my hands on a copy and check it out. But the quote goes a little bit like this: "The place to improve the world is first in one's own heart and head and hands." Well, for the past couple of days, we've been really working on focusing on manifesting what it is that we want to come into our lives, and I'm enjoying that process, and I still want us to continue to do the things that we've talked about, but there's going to be some time that it takes for us to start recognizing those things coming into fruition. So for the meantime, we're going to continue doing what we're always doing, which is reading over the descriptions of our end result, meditating daily on that end result and not the process of getting there. And then after that, just practicing the skill every day of whatever it is that you need to get to that place. And so we're still doing that every day. Make sure to make your amendments, make sure to follow tiny inspirations. And one thing I would also say as well is just be mindful of little winks from the universe or from God. Like, for instance, I have this kind of thing that happens with me, and it typically when I'm really focused on being abundant, I will find different coins laying around, and that's usually my signal that I am on the right path abundantly. And I've even had like literally a $20 bill like float in front of me before and me pick up a $20 bill, and it's just kind of God saying like, I hear you, it's here, it's coming, it's literally making its way into the physical realm. So be mindful too of little nods from God and from the universe. It is so easy to just overlook the little things, and then we miss that moment of being kind of faithful, so to speak. So anyway, keep doing that, guys. In the meantime, today's quote, I just wanted to pick something that was kind of easy to think about throughout the day, and just got us back towards not just being really focused on manifesting things, but just being focused on being overall, more zenful. And so just remember today that if you want to change the world, it starts first within yourself. How many times have you heard the old adage, be the change you want to see in the world? And it really does start with your heart. And the reason why I like this quote is because it speaks of 3 different parts of you that you can monitor to change the world. And the first is your heart, the second is your head, and the next is your hands. And I even like the order that they're in the quote, because it really does start first with your heart, and then it matters what your mind is thinking. So you start with your heart by wanting to change, by wanting something to be different, by wanting there to be a better thing or a better situation or mindset. And then you become conscious of your thoughts and will it to think thoughts that align with what it is that your heart is asking for. And then you, because of your conscious thoughts and because of the fact that this is now your focus, your hands do things that align with those thoughts, and then it comes into fruition. So the same goes for things that you do outwardly into the world. It starts within you first, a desire, and then thoughts upon that desire, and then hands acting upon those thoughts. And if you can remember that, if you can just be mindful of what your heart is asking for and what inspirations are being thrust into the forefront, and move your thought to those inspirations, and then focus on them for long enough for your hands to begin to do the actions, you will change the world. Because inspiration is something that it's dually purposed. It benefits you and then in turn benefits the world around you. So never think that sometimes people will say, oh, well, this whole law of attraction thing is super selfish. All it is you trying to get what you want. Yes, but the beautiful thing about the universe is it's impossible just to benefit yourself. You will in turn benefit the world around you in some way, shape, or form, and there's no way out of it. It's just the way the universe works. So never think that you're being selfish by being mindful of who you are and being mindful of your thoughts and your actions and following your bliss, because eventually it's going to turn around and benefit the world around you as well. And if everyone were focused on being zenful and happy and meditative and peaceful and doing things that bring them joy on a daily basis, the world would be less, kind of tumultuous. So keep that in mind, guys, and just remember this. The place to improve the world is first in one's own heart, then head, and then your hands. And let the process just be what it is, and trust it, and just know that it's okay. We're not gonna be perfect in the process. Nobody is, not even the best gurus of all time still make mistakes, and that's just part of the human condition. And this experience in human form is that we're prone to mistakes, and that's okay. But just get back in the saddle and start plugging away again, and never let anything stop you or cease you from chasing your bliss and your dreams. And so long as you harm no other creature on the path to that bliss, there's nothing wrong with wanting that. So keep plugging away, guys, and we're gonna keep it relatively short today, just because it is Sunday and I work an 8-hour shift today. So we will leave you with just that short guy, and I will talk to you a little bit later on today. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. How's it going? I am just getting ready to head into work. I love getting up early in the day before things need to happen, like work and all that stuff, and just like getting some other things accomplished other than just working for the day. I don't know how you feel about that, but I feel like kind of like more satisfied when I don't just only work for the day, when I have something else to do. So like Zach and I went over to the mall to get a game that he was hoping for. Turns out the mall didn't open until later, so we ended up having to kind of travel around looking for it, but we got it, so that's good. And now I'm on my way to work. I did the dishes. I've got dinner prepped for tonight. Like, it's all ready to go. And I just love going into work knowing that when I come home, literally all I have to do is just yoga and maybe read a little and then call it a night. So anyway, guys, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Love you guys. Hey guys, how's it going? All finished for today. Oh, it was a good day. I'm tired though, and I just have some yoga to get finished, and then I'm gonna probably finish my day reading a little Uncle Silas, or Zach and I might watch something. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good day, and I hope that you guys are living your best life, and I will talk to you early tomorrow morning. Talk to you later. Bye.